Good morning and welcome. It's 8:30 in the morning. It's the 12th day of January 2022. It's about 53 degrees and sunny here in Ventura, California, though we do still have this gale force wind warning. For some reason, I'm cold, though. It's either my thin blood or maybe I'm coming down with something. Did have a pretty stressful day yesterday. It could be that, too. Anyways, it's Wednesday, which means it's time to take a look at the Kickstarters. The following crowdfunding projects are reaching the end of their run, but you still have a chance to support them. Most of these will finish their crowdfunding by January 19th, so, you still have time. So if any of these sound like something you want to support, head on down to your friendly local game store, which here in Ventura is Seth's Games and Anime, where the fun never ends, and have them look into them for you. Because crowdfunding is still a great way to support minor companies. And with all the money some of these minor companies are making, they're pretty much starting to represent a almost sizable threat to the major players. From Ian Usim, we have Hull Breach, Volume Number 1. This is a Mothership sourcebook. Sourcebook? This thing looks huge. Anyways, appears to be a bunch of adventures and stuff for the Mothership First Edition box Kickstarter, which has already raised over $1 million. Way to go, Mothership. So here's some source book, and this is from Ian Usim. It's for Mothership. $45 is the most popular pledge. From Wimwork Publishing, we have Limitless Heroics, Better Worlds via Dice and Disabilities 5e. This is a Dungeons & Dragons sourcebook. Most popular pledge is $30. This is the D&D sourcebook about disabilities, bringing 350 disabilities to be playable as for your fantasy game of choice in an attempt to be more representative. I have some very, very extreme feelings about this book. It actually, and I know I'm going to get in trouble for this, the existence of this book disgusts me. As somebody who is disabled, as somebody who has worked with the disabled for the past 10 years, I feel this book is an insult to the disabled, not something that's going to uplift them and make them feel more welcome or represented at the tabletop role-playing game. I understand that's an extreme reaction, though compared to the reaction of some other people's, my reaction is still pretty rational. But I know there are people who support this, so I don't know why. This is not the topic of this vlog, though, so if I do choose to address Limitless Heroics, I will address it in a separate vlog. But I'm just letting you know it's out there. It is $30 for the most popular pledge. It is a book addressing dozens and dozens of disabilities and how to play them and represent them in a role-playing game. And yeah, needless to say, I have issues with it, but I'm not going to discuss it here. From Gallant 9 Games for Dark Streets and Darker Secrets, we have War of the Magi. This is a $7 most popular pledge sourcebook for Dark Streets and Darker Secrets, which is basically modern-day wizards for type role-playing game. $7 for a PDF for a game, not bad. I don't know not much about Dark Streets and Darker Secrets. I guess it's sort of a World of Darkness type, Harry Dresden supernatural type game. From Limitless Adventures, we have Limitless Monsters Volume 2. This is a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition sourcebook. $15 is the most popular pledge, and this gives you 100 new 5e monsters to make your D&D campaign even more filled with monsters. Hey, you don't have enough imagination to take the 280 monsters that already exist and reskin them for your campaign if they don't actually have one that fits what you want to run. So here's 100 more. Look, I want to support companies as much as the next, but you don't need this. You already have 280 monsters available to you in Dungeons & Dragons. If one of them doesn't fit what you want in your game, just reskin it. I mean, that's the whole point of the direction of 5e right now. Just cut and paste and whatever. Here's your glob of glue. If you want a monster with 4 arms, that has the ability to give ghoul touch and also hand out Halloween candy, well, you're allowed. The tools are already available. So yeah. From Zarkur, Xacur, we have the Teeny Tomb of Dangerous Food for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. This is a source book. Most popular pledge is $20. This is apparently a very high concept project as it details types of food that you have to have combat with before you can eat them. We have evil pizza, dragon bread, killer pie. Is this a joke? I mean, it's a funny idea. You have to kill the pizza before you can eat the pizza. It'd be great for a knockoff one-shot silly game, Night at the Haunted Bakery. I don't know. Yeah, $20 seems to be a lot, though. That one doesn't really. From ND Hobbies, we have Battle Maps, ready-to-play maps for any fantasy-based tabletop role-playing game or tabletop role-playing games in general. $60 is the most popular pledge for the PDFs of the Battle Maps. These are all virtual tabletop and print-ready battle maps. So they are not actual physical battle maps. They're digital battle maps that you can then print out or use in your virtual tabletop. From Plot Hooks, we have Disaster Hamsters 2. This is a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition sourcebook where you can play anthropomorphic hamsters. It gives you everything you want, including settings, sanctuaries, locations, adventures, things, and generally more fun stuff for the Disaster Hamster role-playing game for 5th edition. I guess this is just hamster-specific as opposed to general anthropomorphic, like, Redwall or Mouse Guard. From Nerdarchy, we have Mageforge, magic items for 5th edition. This is a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition accessory. It's $20. It's the most popular pledge. And it's 250 magic items as tarot-sized cards. Now, we know that I love the cards. But these aren't real cards. They're PDF cards. So you have to print them out. I'm a huge fan of the cards. They make things so much easier. Whenever the party finds a magic item, if I can have a card that shows what the magic item is, and then I hand it to them, and if they figure out what the magic item is, they can write it on the back of the card, and if they lose the card, then I'm like, oh, you lost the magic item. I don't remember what it does. That's why I wrote it down on the card. I mean, I've got my notes, but yeah. I love the cards, though they do take up space, but I love the cards. But digital cards, I can just go and get a pack of 3x5 cards at the 99-cent store for 99 cents, write the information on the card on one side, and draw a picture if I'm a good artist on the other, or just, even if I'm a bad artist. Yeah, no. From Red Panda Publishing, we have The Adventurer's Guide to the Bible 5e. This is a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition sourcebook. Most popular pledge is $70. It says as well, it's providing a campaign setting set in the time period where the Bible, supposedly most of the early Testament takes place. And, it provides details on locations, historical events, all from a biblical point of view. So David and Goliath, Moses type stuff. So yeah, it's not, and just for the information, it's not the first time a Bible-based role-playing game has been attempted, both seriously and as sort of a counter fodder against D&D. During the Satanic Panic, there were at least 2 Bible-inspired role-playing games that attempted to bring the accursed D&D players back to the light. But there has also been Bible role-playing games that have seriously, sort of addressed the historical, quasi-historical aspects of the Bible and that time period and the miraculous events that, are associated with that time period, and have tried to do it with some reverence without being pandering. So who knows about this one? And that appears to be it for Kickstarter this week. Since I'm a fan of Hull Breach, the Hull Breach, Mothership, the Hull Breach could be fun. though $45 for a supplement. Unless I get some really cool stuff with it. Limitless Heroics do not support this in any way, shape, or form. Obviously, my opinion doesn't count. You can spend your money any way you want, as long as you spend it at your friendly local game store. That's CES Games and Anime here in Ventura. But for my personal opinion, do not support this product. War of the Mage, modern day sorcery, supernatural, World of Darkness, sure, why not? Limitless Monsters Volume 2, no, you already have everything you need to make monsters. Teeny Tomb of Dangerous Foods, funny, could be a good one-shot adventure, but as an actual supplement for 5e, where, oh, wow, what's today's encounter? Giant pizza that just, no. Digital battle maps, no. Book about anthropomorphic hamsters for $40. There's already better anthropomorphic fantasy games out, so no. Mageforge, 3x5 cards that I have to download, no. The Bible, what? Maybe? Yeah. Maybe I'm being too harsh. I'm supposed to remain impartial and just tell you the news, but I'm also supposed to give you my recommendations. And also, don't forget, it is zine month/year. So several zines are going to be kickstarted coming up as we go towards summer. And all the Kickstarter crowdfundings are asking you to, support the zines if you see them. So there'll be several zines being kickstarted and coming up. And so Zine Year 2020, Zine Quest 2020. But yeah, no major recommendations this week other than Hull Breach. Obviously, I have very strong opinions about Limitless Heroics, but this is not the place. If any of these seem like something you want to invest in, head on down to your friendly local game store, that's CES Games and Anime here in Ventura, and support them by asking them about these products and ways to get copies of them. And I can't talk for some reason today, so blah. Have a great day. Stay warm, stay healthy, and stay off my land, you damn magical kitties. I'm the OG GM. I'll talk to you later.